They make you sweat.
Good morning, Gold Coast, home of the Com Games 2018. There might be a late storm for you, a top of 27, Cam.
Better get your run or walk in early in that case, Layla. It may be time to step away from your padded running shoes too, because new research is showing that this is the way to go. Hitting the pavement barefoot is better, they say, for your health. Now, barefoot running trainer MaxDelacy is a big supporter of this theory, and he joins us now along with barefoot world champion Keith Bateman. We'll speak to Keith in a bit, but Max, it does fly in the face of everything. You know, from a very early age, we're told to put our shoes on and spend, you know, up to $300 on trainers. All of this technology is meant to assist us, but why do you think it doesn't?
Well, I think our foot's beautifully designed to work and to allow us to run efficiently barefoot. We've been running for about 2 million years, and out of that time we've been running in conventional running shoes for about 35 years. So for the rest of that time, we've been developing the muscles in our feet, the way our joints move, to run barefoot. That's how we're calibrated. And so I think that we're able to probably get the most out of how we run. And also, I mean, our feet, the way our feet are designed, the spring through the arch of the foot and through the Achilles,
yes,
need to feel that barefoot movement in order to run.
But it must have become popular because the first person who put on a nice cushioned pair of comfortable shoes to run in thought, hey, this feels good.
That's right.
It does feel good, but is that lulling us into a problem, is it?
Absolutely. Taking the lift feels good, but it's not necessarily good for you.
Yes.
That's the point.
All right,
Yeah.
so take us through these shoes, because I've got two types on, right?
Yep.
I've got the type that you favour here on my left foot.
Yep.
They're open, they're enclosed toe kind of thing, where each toe has its individual socket.
That's right.
Like
Allows it to spread.
And I also, these are the ones that I actually use. These are called Terraplaners, I think.
Evos.
Evos, yep. And I guess that's a compromise to you, but this one feels pretty good for me.
Oh, look, they're both good because they're nice and flat. So in other words, they don't lift your heel, which changes your body position and it changes how you land. And look, they're both great. I think the natural spread of the toes, allowing the toes to articulate, gives you, I guess, another level of barefootness.
Yes.
But both are a fantastic choice.
Okay, so wearing cushioned shoes puts us in an unnatural position and changes our stride pattern and eventually does us harm. Is that what you say?
I think the most important thing to differentiate is that wearing cushioned shoes encourages us to heel strike. And it's actually, the cushioning is there to allow us to heel strike. Problem is, when you heel strike, your foot goes out in front of you, and all that mechanism for actually absorbing shock suddenly gets bypassed.
Okay, so you should be favouring more of the front of the foot as you run.
Exactly right.
Okay. All right, let's talk to a bloke who really knows all about this, because, Keith, you are the 55-plus world champion over distances from 1,500 to 10,000 metres.
That's correct. Well, world records. Yeah.
World records.
Yeah.
All right. So what got you into running barefoot?
I joined a very good training squad, Sean Williams, who trains a lot of good guys, and a lot of those guys were running barefoot. So I tried it, and it's faster, feels great, and helps improve the technique too.
Since we mentioned that we were going to be doing this segment, we've had a lot of emails about it, and podiatrists on both sides of the camp saying you've got to be very careful about the way you transition to this.
Absolutely.
And it's not for everybody, is it?
Well, I think it should be almost for everybody, but you do have to be very careful. It's like starting running again because you're using different muscles. You're using your muscles and ligaments rather than your bones so much. So.
And look, you're very fit. That hasn't changed. But why do you feel like you're a better and healthier runner now with this stuff?
Well, it's easier to run because it's easier to lift the feet. I can feel what's happening. I know when to take off. In a heavy shoe, a cushioned shoe, I lose all the sensation. Yeah.
All right, so the summary of it all is that if you do it gently, you will actually start to improve your posture and your overall condition of your back, everything. Because it seems to me that there'd be more jarring this way.
Well, because of this new way of landing, because we're suddenly landing in this more effective way of landing on the forefoot, which allows the Achilles to take up a lot of the load, to store it, and then to give it back to you in the next step. The point is we're actually taking the jarring away. The jarring comes from the heel striking. So as soon as you're not heel striking, suddenly you don't need the protection because you're no longer smashing yourself into the ground.
All right, Max, thanks for talking to us.
No
Keith, feel free to just keep working out if you like, mate. We love the sound of it in the studio, don't we, Layla?
We do. I can't believe Keith's ability to answer questions while he's running. Very impressive. That's amazing. We've got the